Okay, everybody, here we go. We're gonna jump into our example and directions for the final exam. Yes, you heard that right. It is that time of year for your seventh grade final exam. So let me go ahead and share my screen. It is a two-part project and exam. So let me just go ahead and walk through everything. It's due May 16th, 2022 by 2:30. It is assigned on the 21st or the 22nd, depending on when I see you of 2022. So you have a couple weeks, at least 3 weeks, maybe even and 3.5 if you get started early. And a lot can happen in a year, and this project is going to highlight that. Now, there's a bunch of things in this project. If you read all this, I'm not going to read it out loud now, but read all this and you'll know why we're doing it. It's a life design course based on Google and Stanford. It's many parts of that will be incorporated into this final. So what is it? Well, you have your final exam, which has Mario and Luigi, 50 questions. That's 50% of it, and that is the math portion. And then you have these other 7 parts that are part of the project. You have the important pictures and quotes, draw your dreams that are hand-drawn, answer the 3 questions and complete sentences, follow-up letter to self for 8th grade graduation 1 year, contribute to the class Ranga using a haiku and a rhyming couplet, which is poetry. And then you're going to create my perfect day schedule, and then you're going to insert in your dream board, I am from poem, Ho'olauna, genealogy project, country profile analysis, and the memorization project. So this is the rubric. This tells you exactly how to get a perfect score. If you want to know how to do that, you do all the things on the right side in the 5 category. There it is again for the second part of the big project. This is the exam, and it is half of the grade, 50 points. And here is the answer key. I want to highlight, do not forget units. Use complete sentences for word problems, the one that have the WP next to them. Circle your answers and highlight them as well. And then write all the answers on the answer sheet, because this is how I'll grade it. Design thinking. So again, we're going to design a life we want to live, and this starts with our quotes and pictures. So you got to include 5 slides with 2 items on each. You have to have a quote that's properly formatted. You can read how to do that here, and a picture that is either of you or taken by you, but not an internet photo. So here's mine. If anyone wants to be first, he must be very last, and the servant of all, from Mark, that part of the Bible. So that's my first quote. Oops. Now I chose a quote in another language, so I'd have to do the translation. As you can see in the instructions, it says, education is the most powerful weapon to change the world. Remember what you wanted, what you currently have. It does not matter who you love, where you love, why you love, when you love, or how you love. It matters only that you love. And this is photos from my life. And then this is a photo I took. The world is jagged and broken to him whose mind is jagged and broken. It is beautiful to him whose mind is full and complete. Then you're going to watch the video on the left-hand side. So that's one section. This is the second section. You can see the Roman numerals counting us up. Draw the dreams after watching this video. You can click there and watch it, or you can click the link. They'll take you to YouTube. Watch this video, then you draw your dreams. You're going to draw your current state, current reality, your desired reality on the right side. Use lots of colors, and then these 3 arrows. See it, believe it, act on it. Here's another example of mine. Current state, all in gray, and then desired new reality. This is a template you can use. So you can take a picture of the gray side here, the current state, and then the desired reality with the colorful side here. Watch that video, it'll tell you how to do it. This, you don't have to do anything on this. This is just kind of a little timeline. Here's section 3. You'll be responding to just 3 questions, 1 sentence each, capital letter, noun and verb agreement, and closing punctuation. You can write more if you'd like. What do you fear? How do you define success? Not how your parents or teachers define it, but how do you define success? And for what in your life do you feel most grateful for? Then this section, section 4, is letter to self. So you're going to write 1 last letter to yourself. You're going to include it in your final project, and then I will give it back to you when you graduate 8th grade. You must write 10 sentences and format it as a letter. So here's my example: 10 sentences, questions, then format it as a letter. Have you write off your name, introductions, dear Mr. Klausner, how are you doing, sincerely, and then you can talk about anything you'd like in here. Okay, the next part, there's more instructions on that. All right. The next part, this is section 5. You're going to contribute to the class Ranga. All you have to do is write one haiku, 575. That's the syllables, and one rhyming couplet, both about what you did this year in math class or opportunity class. Japanese poem is a haiku. The haiku is of 17 syllables, 5, 7, and 5. That's how it goes. 5, 7, 5. 5 syllables, 7 syllables, 5 syllables. Here is a really kind of blurry instructions, but you can see it here. First line's 5, 7, 5, and it has to be just 3 lines. So put that in here. And then a rhyming couplet has the same ending sound. It's a sentence, and then it has a sentence. So, for thy sweet love remembered such wealth brings, that then I scorn to change my state with kings. William Shakespeare. Your rhyming couplet will go here about how you did in math class, or what you learned, or what you liked about our class. This is called the perfect day. So this is section 6. It's a life design. You're just going to get organized. Now you have to include some activities like physical activities, academic or learning activities, a hobby, and then the meals. And then also you must include some hygiene. You can also put in things like video games, biking, sports, eating, sleeping, learning, studying, reading, hanging out, swimming, playing, hygiene, art, music, meditation, pray, and breathing exercises. So this is what it'll do. You have to include sleep. So don't worry, the sleep is covered from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. The morning time, you're going to write in here. You will erase what I wrote, erase what I wrote, erase what I wrote, and include your 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. scheduling. If you want to put in more sleep in there, that's fine. But just make sure you hit all those other things. You got to work out or do a physical thing. You have to eat. You need to do some academics like studying, preparing food, and then you're going to get ready for the midday. Same thing. This is a different section. You can volunteer. You can read a book, go for a bike ride, take a nap, plan a trip or volunteer activity, research. This is all what I would do. And then work out again, play pickleball, cricket, or tennis. And then the last section is how you get ready for the nighttime dinner out at a restaurant, working on your goals list, learning, traveling, technology, faith, chores around the house, which I actually don't mind, cleaning the yard, dishes, sweeping the floor, playing cards with friends, and then going for a walk, watching a movie. And this is all what you can fill in there. And then you write who you do it with and what kind of level of happiness you have in each one of these activities. For me, like some activities like doing the chores, not as happy as me getting to take a nap. Then the last portion, so section 7 is where you insert in your dream board, I am from Poholauna, genealogy project and memorization project. And then you submit it as Google Slides, a PowerPoint or a PDF, make sure it's in the right format, and submit into Google Classroom by the May 16th deadline. If you have any questions, reach out to me here. And there is stuff we will be doing these next couple weeks, but you will be having time in class to work on this as well as working on this at home. So that is this whole project, and I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I will see you in class.